Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Megan and I'm actually on location in the redwoods. And it's my delight this episode to actually have a little interview with the two women who founded Face to Face, where I was trained to be an Immanuel prayer facilitator. So Cathy Little and Melinda Wilson are here with me. We're on a little retreat, and I just thought, why not ask these two stellar women just their thoughts about Immanuel Approach and Immanuel lifestyle. So I hope you enjoy it. It was such a blast to interview them here in the most beautiful place on earth. I love the redwoods and so grateful to be here. So enjoy. Thanks so much for being here. So here I am with my dear friend, Cathy Little. She is the co-founder of Face to Face Ministries. And so the question that I have for you, Cathy, for my viewers, because all different kinds of people are watching this channel, but a lot don't know exactly what Immanuel is all about. So I just wanted to ask you, what has the Immanuel lifestyle given you since you've been involved? And tell us, how long have you been involved with the Immanuel Approach?
Well, I've known about it for quite a while and have been actively training other people in it, including you and several others, for about 5 years. And it has been a game changer for me because I grew up in an environment where Jesus and God, like, really far away and maybe not so happy with me unless I performed well. And so that adjustment in learning that actually he's always with me and he's always happy to be with me. He's always happy to be with me, even on my worst day. And growing in that awareness and knowledge of him always with us, and especially being able to connect with him in places that perhaps were painful, different memories that I have, experiences that I have, having him there with me and being able to reframe that with his presence there, it really is a game changer. And I'll tell you, the first time that I ever experienced the tangible, living, interactive presence of Jesus, I was coming through what St. John of the Cross calls the dark night of the soul, and part of my own inner healing journey. And I was working in a cafe, in the kitchen, in the back, washing dishes. I don't know if you've ever worked in a restaurant. There's like three big sinks, and they all have different purposes. And I was washing dishes back there, and I felt the presence of Jesus, and I was able to see him washing dishes with me.
Amazing.
And it was in a time when I was clinging really hard because I was going through some really, really hard stuff. But it was stuff that transformed my life. You know, those seasons where you wouldn't wish it on anybody, but you wouldn't trade what God did through it for anything. And that was part of that, was a transition to, he's really with me. He is here all the time. I can talk to him. I can connect with him. He is a friend. He's not far away. I don't have to get myself into some particular scenario in order for him to turn up. And I've been a worship leader for a long time, and I've led songs that are like begging God's presence or invite, please come, we're hungry for more of you. But you know what? He's right here. And so even as a worship leader, I like to invite people to come into an awareness of the fact that he's already there, and we don't have to beg him to come. And that has been just been a change. It's been a massive change for me, and it has been an amazing addition to my life.
Yes, that's awesome. Yeah. So what's your favorite thing about training others in this ministry? I threw it at her.
That is a big
I didn't
question.
prepare her.
I don't need to be prepared for it. It's more like, how do I condense it?
Yes. This is a short,
yes.
No,
yeah.
I'm just kidding. Go for it.
One of the most amazing things that I see when I help other people encounter Jesus in this way is the surprise and delight, because most people don't know they can experience it. Most people don't know that this is what Jesus actually wants with us. This is God coming near us. He's here, and he wants that friendship. And a lot of people, even those who've grown up in the church, I was one of them, that did not know that that is what Jesus wanted with us, that we're meant to live in that continual presence. So for me to have the opportunity to help other people know how to help people connect with that tangible presence of Jesus, it is so it's so expansive. It is so exponential, because when I trained you, now you're doing this YouTube show. I mean, this is so beautiful, because I have invested, and Megan has invested in learning these tools, and now she's sharing them with you. And for me, I can't do it all. I can't do it all, and I'm not meant to do it all, but I can help others. And then the ripple effect of training and deploying these people into spreading the Immanuel lifestyle with other people and helping people connect with Jesus. There's just nothing that tops it for me. I've given my life to training and developing others, and the ripple effect will go on beyond any of us.
Yes.
It's legacy.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it so much. I am so grateful for your time
Oh,
here.
absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for the opportunity.
It is my delight to introduce to you Melinda Wilson, the co-founder of Face to Face, and we are in actually Melinda's favorite place, the Redwoods.
The Redwoods.
Yes.
Even just saying the name
Yeah.
fills my body with joy and delight and gratitude. And so if you haven't been to the Redwoods, get yourself to the Redwoods. Even if you're in Norway or Ghana or
Yes.
LA.
Yes.
I am a San Francisco Bay Area native. Don't hold that against me if you're from Southern California. I love you. We all are the same beautiful state. And you might be out of state and out of country, but this is such a special place, certainly where you meet with God. I do in a very special, very intimate, very close way.
Yes.
So
yes.
I'm going to start doing an ad. I know this is not an advertisement
I know
for the
it's
Redwoods,
not, but
oh my
it
goodness,
should be.
It should be.
Exactly.
Because you want to meet with God, you're wondering if there is a God,
Yeah.
come to the Redwoods.
Come to the Redwoods.
You will wonder no more.
Exactly. So anyway, I am just so grateful that you would give me a chance to interview you. I'm not an interviewer, as you know, but these ladies, their podcast is on point. So go over there. I will link in the comments. But I just wanted to know, what has the Immanuel lifestyle given you since you've been involved, and how long have you been involved in the Immanuel approach?
Yeah, I think since about actually 2002, more than 20 years ago, and then 2008 I was really trained in it. So it's been a while, and I love the simplicity of it. But what it's done is, for me, brought Jesus into, I see it like you're zoomed out on something, and I used to be a camera person and do videography. So I zoom out and you kind of get a bigger thing and like, oh, it's way over there. And I feel like Immanuel lifestyle and the practice of it brings everything on a zoom in and into more intimacy, that God is not this distant thing out there trying to figure out who, what, where God is, realizing that God is with me, in me, always around me, in everything, in us. We're just not aware of it. And so the brain science piece of there's my favorite bird. See, this is all gratitude right now.
Awesome. Yes.
We're going to just, that's a Stellar's Jay, for those of you who didn't hear that squawking. Anyway, I'm like, okay, now I'm in gratitude. And I was just about to say,
Yeah.
when you start with gratitude, I'm like, I'm so grateful right now. But when I'm not here and I'm in somewhere that's not as pretty as this, how do I then experience the same feeling of gratitude? So then I can, in my mind, which I do all the time, y'all, honestly, go to the Redwoods, picture myself back here, and I feel it. I feel like I'm here, and all the same feelings are brought back up into my body, into my awareness. And then you bring the Immanuel piece into it, is where am I experiencing, or how am I experiencing the presence of God in this place? And that's just a question I can ask myself. How am I experiencing God in this place? So I grew up in the church where it was the transactional experience of what I need to do to get into God's presence. Or you gotta, and honestly, I grew up in going to camps in these Redwoods, but it was like, you gotta have a quiet time and you gotta pray for at least 30 minutes and then maybe whatever. Actually, where I grew up, it wasn't like you're gonna feel God's presence. Like, what the heck does that mean? but you have to do this, and then God will be pleased with you. That was the message I received
Yeah.
all growing up, this transactional relationship. Whereas now, from experiencing Immanuel lifestyle, that God, Jesus, and whatever you want to call God, divine love, perfect love, creator, the source of all life, the breath of our being, whatever you want to call God, whether you want to call he, she, because God is so expansive, but also so personal. And I think that's what Immanuel lifestyle does, is God is way beyond our comprehension, and yet it brings us in touch with the person of Jesus. And for me, that's the whole point, is God came in the form of Jesus so that I could actually experience the humanity of this intimacy with God. And so where is God? In the bird sound. I love you so much. So in the bird sound, in the trees, I just touch this redwood and experience God. But I could also say, Jesus, help me to be aware of your presence and have a picture of Jesus. But not everyone always has a picture of a man, and that's okay. So for me, I feel God's presence in this redwood, but it has helped me come into a clear picture or a clear feeling experience of God's living interactive presence in the redwoods. And maybe you'll never get to the redwoods. Maybe you're in your garden. Maybe you are walking down the city street. That's okay. You can still practice that experience of, where am I experiencing God right now in this moment? And not just in crises or in painful moments, but in joy, because it's the sharing of the experience. I mean, y'all, I just want everyone to know about the redwoods, and I would be an ambassador for the redwoods and do a commercial. Same with the Immanuel lifestyle. And that's what my dear friend Megan is doing, is being an ambassador for Immanuel lifestyle. So listen to her, because it's changed her life, and she's experiencing God in everyday moments.
Yeah.
And gosh, don't we want to experience God in moment by moment breath, holding me together with God's breath. So I don't know if any of that made sense.
I love it.
I feel so passionate about the redwoods and about Jesus, and about Immanuel. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing this. And so if you haven't tried it, call her, message her, ask her why the heck she does this if you haven't figured that out yet. But all are welcome at the table, y'all.
Yeah.
There's room for everybody, and it's expansive. That's what I'm passionate about, is that there is more than enough for everybody. Everyone's welcome. It doesn't matter what your belief system is, or theology, or doctrine, or religion. I'm not trying to convert anybody here. I'm just saying there's more than enough for everybody of this divine love, and that you are loved, and you are worthy, and you are welcome regardless. And then come to the redwoods and experience it even more. And if you want to know about the redwoods, call me. But if you want to know about Immanuel lifestyle,
Yes.
her. She's a genius. She's a master. She's one of our coaches. She's amazing, skilled, excellent. So don't edit this out. If you edit this out, I'm going to put it back in.
I don't know how to edit this out.
Good. I've talked for way too long. She gave me 2 minutes, so I'm just kidding.
No, I didn't. But I definitely will pay her for her little shout out to me. No, I'm just kidding. I
No,
am
you're not.
so grateful.
Pay me in a redwood.
Yes.
Something like this. That's all you have to give me, and I'm happy. This is from a redwood
I love
tree.
Melinda, I'm so grateful for pouring into my life, you pouring into my life, and giving of yourself in this way. And the face-to-face is so blessed to have you. So thank you so much for being on my YouTube channel. Yay!
It's so fun.
Yay!
I always used to be behind the camera, and now I'm like,
now she's in front
either
of it.
side, I'm good.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Mwah.
Mwah.